how to actually improve at Catch the Beat. According to YouTube, I only found one video of how to improve at Catch the Beat. So let's take a look at it.
Graphics, frame limiter, you either want to use unlimited or you want to have a custom frame limiter on. Because VSync just sucks, to be honest. You drop a lot of frames. The best option is custom, like a very high custom frame rate, or just unlimited. I just use that amount.
I recommend unlimited because it gives you more frames and it reduces latency in the game.
Just in case. Resolution, I just have it at this resolution for recording purposes, but you could use native if you want to, but it's usually better to use something smaller.
To be honest, the resolution thing doesn't really matter unless you don't want invisible barriers to distract you or something with playing Catch the Beat. So yeah, I'll show you guys an example of this basically.
And full screen mode if you have a low-end PC as well, because it lags less. Detail settings, I like to have all this off because it's very distracting, and if like you like to rank up and stuff and you like to play seriously, then I'd recommend turning all of this off. It's just a lot of distraction, and if you have a low-end PC, it's just gonna be non-stop lag, so yeah, just turn all these off.
As a Catch the Beat player, I don't find these stuff distracting. He is like maybe correct in a way that it does help with lag and stuff like that. So if you have like a slow PC, it really improves your FPS.
Okay, background dim. I've seen a lot of people keep this like at 0 or just put it up a little bit, but I'd really recommend putting it up to 90 or 95.
Listen, if you have your background dim at 0%, there's something wrong with you. You are either a god or just plain retarded.
Okay, for starting off with skin, I have my own skin. Well, I didn't actually make it, but it's just like a combination from different skins. And I'll leave it down in the description so you can download it if you see you like it. And for settings on skins, I really recommend turning this on. That way you don't use the skins that the Beatmaps provided you, just you get used to your own skin. And cursor size doesn't really matter unless you're playing standard. And sensitivity and the rest doesn't really matter.
I kind of agree with the skin part. I mean, having a really good skin is like really great for improving, honestly. So yeah, find a really good skin, and then if you can read it, then it's great.
Just for one song. Let's put this. Default for Catch the Beat, you would have this, correct? And I used this for a very long time, but I noticed it was starting to be very uncomfortable since I used to use my ring finger and my index finger. And my friend told me that it would be a lot easier if I just switch it to somewhere else. So what I did was switch it to the comma and the period. The reason behind that was because they're small, they're very close together, and I gotta use my middle finger and index finger for them, and it's the greater than and less than signs, which is pointing left and right. So it's just a lot easier to move around with, since, for example, if you use a mouse and you're right-handed, you use your middle finger and index finger a lot, right? It's just a lot more comfortable to use them quickly for at high level play. And dash, I just leave it the same for left shift. Since I'm used to it, you could change it to Z or X or whatever key binding you want. And the move left and right as well to whatever you want. Just make sure it stays comfortable for you, but I just recommend these settings.
First of all, key binding doesn't really fuck, I don't even know if I said that right. So first of all, key blindings really don't matter as much because really if if you're comfortable playing with certain keys, just play with that certain keys. Like for dashing, I use I use my thumb. All right, and pretty sure some people don't like me doing that, but I mean I still use it because it's the best way I could play.
So, what I really recommend for you, all you new players out there, is do not play converted maps. When what I mean by converted is these that have nothing like just the stars and stuff on there are for standard Osu. And by Catch the Beat, you should be playing Catch the Beat songs, which are these, the ones that have the fruit on them. They're just easier to follow, it makes it easier to learn, and they're made especially for Catch the Beat, not like the converted songs. The converted songs have really weird patterns, and it's really hard to follow. So for learning purposes, I really recommend learning with the Catch the Beat. And a tip for that, if you don't know if you have any Catch the Beat, just Beatmaps, I mean, you could type mode equals C, and that searches up all the Catch the Beat maps you have.
I kind of disagree with like how you should only, well, not only, but you should play like catch only maps. To be honest, if you want to improve in catch, learning different patterns is like really important. So playing converts, it actually helps you like learn these patterns and stuff like that. So I would recommend playing converts after you become pro or some shit. And the rest of the video is just skin stuff that I don't think it's really important. Besides the fact that you need a really good skin to read. So yeah. So this is how you actually improve and catch the beat. Well, my way, anyways. Play cup maps or any basically 1-star maps on catch first. Try to get an SS on them before you move on to higher star maps. During 2 to 3 stars, normally converts and catch type maps, they're pretty easy to do, and you can FC most of them if you really try. So once you start to FC of them and stuff, start moving on to rain. Rain, for me personally, I think rain was like the hardest difficulty for me to pass. So like it might take a while before you go up to like 5 stars and stuff. And now this is the point where convert maps becomes extremely hard. So, well, not extremely hard, but you know what I mean. During overdose, in my opinion, is when the fun starts to begin. Um, yeah, it's actually really fun once you learned how to play, like, overdose and stuff. I can't speak for today. Going from overdose to 6-star maps, it starts to be really hard since when 6 star starts, basically there's new patterns and stuff that you have to follow. So yeah, it's really like hard for some new players, especially me anyways, but you get there. For me it took like, what, 2 months?
What you thinking? Leave that on record spinning. You feel the rhythm going. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, how's it going? Can see your body moving. Don't leave the party dying. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can't get within to the round? Get us a rock and roll round. Down, down, body, body, coming with the super hottie. Let's go. 聞いてください。ダダダダダダダダダダ。飛び交う視線ロックして変貌CM で打ち抜いた衝動。その間わずか 0.23 秒歯向かう術はないまさに先行。いっそ花になって蝶になって夜になって踊れ。花になって蝶になって夜になって踊れ。 激かつ興奮と熱狂飛び圧かけてよ DJ 目の前急に地獄のダンスホール
From 6 to 7 stars, basically the same thing from 5 to 6 stars. More patterns starts to appear. You get like much harder jumps, like around 8 stars is when you start to see a lot less ranked maps and loved maps, since nobody really makes like really high difficulty maps for those. So yeah, you start to see like these weird maps. Yeah, so yeah, basically by this point you basically improve just to play image material. At 9 stars, you better learn how to play image material, because that shit will give you so much damn PP. By this point, you are an absolute master at this game. I don't know how the hell you managed to SS freaking Der Wald. Okay, basically at this point, you are a god. Now let's talk about dashing basics. If you're new to Catch the Beat, you might not know that you don't just dash when you see a hyper fruit. You dash whenever you feel it's necessary to catch to the next fruit. So if this fruit is here and this one's here, you dash. So these are hyper walks. Hyper walks are basically dashes that you don't need to press the dash key. They're pretty easy to learn, even though they look really hard. I mean, I didn't even know they existed till I was probably rank 1000, and I'm not even joking by that. So yeah. Edge jumps are really hard for new players, even me right now, because basically your platter has to be like basically the fruit needs to be at the end of your platter. So, and then after you catch it right away, you have to move to the next fruit. So it could be really hard to do. Honestly, I don't even have any footage of this, so I'll just show you some random players doing it. So thanks for watching this shitty video. If this video helped you, subscribe and leave a like, and other than that, just peace. So, just an update, I'm still not banned. Yeah. Please, Peppy, please, just unban me. I would like you to unban me. RIP. Also subscribe to 6 Digit because I post my replays on there.